What if you could sell your AI agent's memory? If you're using an AI coding agent like Claude Code, Codex, OpenClaw, or just anything that can write on your local machine, your agents have been picking stuff up the whole time you've been working. Your style, the decisions you made, the fixes you keep coming back to, and the little things you taught it that nobody else knows. And it all lives in these markdown files on our local machine. Right now, there isn't any standard protocol or modality to cleanly share your memory with other people. And that kind of sucks because your agent's memory might be valuable for other people. You might want to use someone else's memory to help your agent to accomplish a certain task. And would have worked way better because they have the actual experience of doing that previously. And this is why I want to introduce you to a cool platform that I built recently called MemoryMarket. It solves this exact problem by allowing you to buy and sell your agent's memory with a standardized protocol. In this video, we're going to talk about why you would want to share or sell your agent's memory. And then we're going to get into the step-by-steps of actually how to do that on MemoryMarket. Don't worry, it's not going to be super technical and everything should be easy to follow, especially if you're already familiar with how to use coding agents like Claude Code, Codex, or OpenClaw. Let's get into it. So why do people even want to share or sell their memory? And what is the advantage of actually importing and using someone else's memory? Well, when you first start a project, your AI agent literally starts from zero context about the overall goal you're trying to achieve and how to actually achieve that. And people actually spend a lot of time and token money trying to set that up. All you have to do is to find someone that has already done what you wanted to do in your project. Your agent can literally start with a behavior pattern that is preloaded. It will include their decision making, their hard lessons, and what they never do again. Your agent's basically skipping the whole learning curve here. And to a similar point, you're inheriting their expertise without really having to do anything. Reading someone else's blog or taking a course doesn't really move how they think into your agent, but importing their memory does. For example, if you install an Stripe engineer's memory pack, your agent will literally become experts in this domain and they will literally be able to review payment code with a certain standards. It also kind of allows you to skip the step of knowing which skills to import into your workspace because the creator of the memory pack will have used those skills and that knowledge will be included inside of that memory pack. And the third point is more of a philosophical point, and I think it leads to a new paradigm shift of learning. What I mean by that is it used to be people learning from the internet. You know, people read articles, take courses, and read documentation, and then they apply what they've learned to their project via their coding agent. But with a platform like MemoryMarket, we can literally port someone else's learning, someone else's experience right into our agent. Instead of listening, reading about other people's experience, we just give it to our agent. So our agent literally knows what to do, like directly. It used to be people to people, and then it became people to AI to people, right? When platforms like ChatGPT came out. But now with MemoryMarket, it allows for AI agent to AI agent knowledge transfer. Okay, with that, let's get into how to actually sell your memory on MemoryMarket. Okay, here are the prerequisites. First is you should have a coding AI agent that you've been using. It could be either Claude Code, Codex, OpenClaw, Cursor, Windsurf, etc. And the second thing, if you are going to package and upload and sell your memory, then you'll need memory files already built up throughout weeks or months of work. Simple CLAUDE.md or agents.md simply won't do because that's just not the full memory history that we're going for. I'm going to show what a memory or a knowledge base would look like on the screen here. And if you don't have this memory built up, it's okay because later in this video, I'm going to talk about how you can actually download and use someone else's memory, and preferably Node.js 18+. So the first thing we're going to do is we are going to go on MemoryMarket.co, and then we are going to click the sign in button on the top right to sign in. You can either sign in with Google, GitHub, or email. In this case, I'm going to sign in with Google. If you don't have an account, you can follow the same flow to sign up for an account. After we sign in, we are going to be taken to the dashboard. And the first thing we're going to talk about is how to actually sell a memory pack. So we are going to click on Sell Packs. MemoryMarket uses Stripe Connect to actually handle all the payments and payouts. So we need to connect our MemoryMarket account with our Stripe account with Stripe Connect. And we're going to click on this Connect Stripe button here. The rest of the Stripe flow is pretty standard. I don't want to expose my Stripe account here, so we'll skip that in this tutorial. But if you need help on that, I will include the documentation and also a tutorial link on that. After we're connected with Stripe Connect, the next thing we're going to do is create a new memory package. And we're going to go back to the creator dashboard and then click on Create Pack. It has created a draft of a memory pack. And the command and ID is here. So there are going to be two options for this flow. One is for if you've created a memory pack on your local already, and one is for if you haven't. So assuming people watching this tutorial are new users, we are going to click the second option, which is we haven't created a memory pack yet. So you can see all the steps right here. The first step is to install the CLI. Second step is to install the MemoryMarket skill to your local. And then the third step is to publish your package. This seems complicated, but it's actually really simple, because if you're using a coding agent, then you can literally just drop these in the chat and the agent will do all of these for you. And that's what we're gonna do. So make sure we have our coding agent open and a new chat open. I am using Claude Code on Claude Desktop, and here I just gave it some context on this tutorial, and it's found the test package for me. But all you have to do is to tell the AI which directory you're working from. We are going to go back to MemoryMarket and to where we left off here. What we're gonna do is we are going to copy the npm install command and literally paste it in the chat and just say install this. And it should just install the MemoryMarket npm package for you. Okay, cool. We can see that it's already installed. Once again, we're going to go back to MemoryMarket and copy the second command, which is a command that copies the skill from the npm package to your local skills directory. And this should work with any coding agent, Claude Code, Codex, OpenClaw, etc. We're going to click copy, go back to Claude Code, paste it in the chat, and we're going to use the skills creator skill so that it actually knows how to create a skill properly. If you don't have the skill installed, I will leave a link in the description below so you can install it into your computer. So we are going to click send and see what happens. It's running the skill creator, and then it's gonna actually figure out where the skills are and actually install the skills for you. Okay, so the skills have installed successfully, and as we can see, we have two skills. One is the add skill and one is the publish skill. So these are kind of analogous to unpack skill and the capture skill in the AMP package if you saw my previous video, which I will link in the description as well. In the add skill, this is the skill where you add someone else's memory pack to your memory collection. It actually automatically unpacks the memory that you downloaded to your local. And then for the publish, which helps package your dispersed local memory and upload it to the MemoryMarket platform. And for the last overall step, we are going to go back to MemoryMarket and copy the third command. So we're gonna hit copy, go back to Claude Code, paste it in the chat, and hit send. And as you can see, it's going to go through an auth gate, which checks if you're signed in or not. Okay, so it has found all of these memory files inside of my company's memory base, and it's going to ask me which of these it should include inside the pack. And I've said all here, and it's going to try to confirm. Here it says that I have a pack created. Should I overwrite or use existing? I've already done this once inside of this directory, but you shouldn't see this. So I'm going to say overwrite right now, just to show you how the full functionality works. So behind the scenes, the publish skill is actually using all of the commands that you've downloaded from the MemoryMarket package to make all of this happen. It's going to start reading each of your memory files and extract, categorize, and distill your memory into these primitives. Just a quick reminder on what primitives are. They are the fundamental types of memories, and there are 4 of them, which are goals, facts, rules, and demonstrations. This is useful because memory types and files and shapes are usually very scattered and different from agent to agent. It just really depends on how they recorded the memory. By distilling them into these 4 primitive types, it allows for easy memory transfer. All of these are the underlying mechanisms of agent memory protocol, which is heavily utilized inside of MemoryMarket. You can clearly see the primitives defined in some of these memory items. We have a directive here, we have demonstration here, and we have a claim here. So it's asking you here to check that whether if the classification is kind of up to your standards. And right now, I think it looks really good. So we are going to continue with the process by typing OK. It's going to keep classifying the pack and then assemble the memory pack files in a specific format. You could see that Claude Code has stopped working and it has compiled a full memory package from the raw memory on our computer. And that is all thanks to the publish skill that our model ran. And we can see here that we have some metadata about your package, or the information about your package. The name, the title, and description is truncated here, but some other data. At this point, the publish process is almost done. And if you want to change any of these metadata, you could just prompt your AI. I think this is good for me for now. And if we scroll down a little bit, we can see that it's asking us for the price to set the pricing of our memory pack. And the pricing scheme only allows you to have these fixed tiers of pricing. You can see that it's 99 cents, $1.99, $2.99, $4.99, $9.99. We'll discuss the reason why this is in a future video, but right now this is the price that you can set your package at. And I think for the purpose of this video, we can set it for free. Okay, just a side note before we set the price here. I was confused on something because I couldn't see the actual memory package in the directory that it was supposed to be in. So I asked the AI where it is, and it showed us it's in here. And you see that this is the actual directory that it's in, and it's prefixed with a dot, which means it's a hidden file. So if I go to my Finder, I actually can't see it without revealing the hidden files. So I'm gonna press Command-Shift period, and that file is gonna show up. And then we can open this file and open our actual memory pack. Now this is basically what we have compiled from our memory on our computer. As you can see, we have agents.md, we have a manifest.json, and the memory folder, which has all the memory that has been separated into different semantic groups like content strategy, copy voice, demonstrations, operating principles, ops tools, product context, etc. We can open one of these and check out what's inside. We can see that each memory has been distilled into a specific format and what primitive they are. We can go back to Claude Code to see the overall structure here. This is a typical AMP version 0.4 structure, and that means our memory has been compiled properly. So let's set the price to free and see what happens.
One eternity later.
The package is published live on this link right here. Let's go on to this link and see what we have here. As you can see, we are on the MemoryMarket site and our package is released. And that's it. We have successfully published our first memory pack. See how easy and painless this whole process is? The installation process is just as easy, which we will get into right now. So now that we've talked about the process of how to actually use the MemoryMarket package to condense and distill your messy local memory into this organized memory pack, which other people can use, and then how to actually upload it to the MemoryMarket platform to actually sell it. That process was honestly really simple, and it only took about 2 or 3 steps, and your AI kind of handle all that steps already. Now, what we are going to talk about in this session, the other important process, which is actually buying or using other people's memory. And this section should be just as easy. To install someone else's memory, we are going to have a similar setup as the upload process. You can see here, I have MemoryMarket open, and then I also have my coding agent open. And I started a fresh session and gave it some context about, this tutorial and which directory I'm working out of. And then this is kind of the scenario or goal that we are trying to achieve. We are trying to install someone else's memory from MemoryMarket onto our local and then unpack it into a format that makes sense to our actual company setup. So I have a mock company setup. This is the test company that we used before. This is the memory pack that we downloaded previously. And you can see here that we have a knowledge base. This is a form of the Carpetly knowledge base that went super viral maybe a month ago. And we have it here as our default knowledge base setup for the company. So if you don't know what that is, I will link it in the description below, and after this video, have a read, and it will make more sense to you. Yeah, so we have a knowledge base with an LLM wiki with some internal knowledge of our company here in the form of MD files. And the goal here is to install a memory from MemoryMarket and then unpack it into our LLM wiki. We're gonna go back to the MemoryMarket page to actually download a package. Make sure you are correctly signed in, and we are going to see the packs under the memory packs section. You can see all the memory packs on this page, and then if we click into one of them, we can see some of the information about this memory pack, and then you can decide whether if you want to purchase it by clicking install now. At the time of this recording, all the packs should be test packages and you should install them. Okay, we are going to look for a creator called Alex. It's our test creator. We're gonna go back to this package, which is one that I've actually paid for, and we are going to copy the command and then go back to our agent. We're gonna paste it into the chat, say download this inside my wiki structure. Hit send, and this tells your agent to actually not only download the package onto your computer, it also unpacks the entire package into your existing company knowledge base so that you can integrate the downloaded memory seamlessly into your current workflow. Okay, cool. We could see the pack has been successfully installed. So this is the before, and we can see that there was an empty pack space, and after we have installed the package is going to appear here. So let's check to confirm. Let's show the hidden packages, MemoryMarket. There it is. There is our memory pack. This is only kind of half of the equation. The other half is to unpack this into the Carpathy LLM wiki style kind of file system. Can you unpack this into the LLM wiki structure pre-existing, and hit send and see what it does here. Okay, it seems like it has done that for us, and this is pretty fast because the test package that we downloaded is really small. But with larger packages, it should take a little bit more time, but it's okay because the whole process is automatic. We are going to ask the agent what the file structure is like now compared to before. Okay, so we can see that before the unpacking, the package was isolated in its own location and there was no index in the wiki and it wasn't in the pages. Now after the unpacking process, the actual memory is added to one of the wiki pages, and then the index was modified to reflect that. So it has done that correctly. Okay guys, that is the end of the first tutorial for MemoryMarket. In this video, we talked about why you should actually go and sell your memory or use other people's memory. And then I showed you step by step exactly how to do that using the MemoryMarket platform, touching up on how agent memory protocol is utilized within the MemoryMarket packages. But the overall concept of memory sharing, easy agent to agent knowledge transfer, these are all important concepts that is going to drive what AI would be like in the near future. And I hope you learned something from this video. I will link everything I mentioned in this video in the description so you can go check it out. Please go check out MemoryMarket on MemoryMarket.co. My name is Lee, and thank you for watching.